Welcome to your own unlimited learning ecosystem created by Odilo. Everyone learns differently, and today, more than ever, educators need to provide differentiated and adaptive learning. This personalization should speak to a learner's needs, skills, and interests, and intelligent learning solutions have become a must-have for education institutions. To solve the Bloom's to Sigma problem, schools and parents must put the learner at the heart of the technology tools that enable one-on-one learning. Odilo uses data-driven, artificial intelligence-powered solutions to offer a personalized experience and unlimited learning possibilities. This is what we call an unlimited learning ecosystem. Every institution that works with Odilo uses our integrated technology to create unlimited learning opportunities and to provide intelligent Netflix-style experiences that are tailored to the learner and increase engagement. We have demonstrated impact in improving reading and writing habits by 3 to 5 times. We offer unified and frictionless access to more than 3 million multimedia titles, ebooks, videos, audiobooks, courses, podcasts, magazines, textbooks, newspapers, and more. Over 3 million titles from the best publishers all around the world, so you have all ebooks and learning resources you need in one place. And thanks to our flexible lending models, families can save up to 90% on buying physical titles with Odilo. Educators can create personalized learning experiences to address individual students' learning gaps by combining the multimedia titles with their own content resources and incorporate assessments at different parts of the learning experience. Odilo gives you the ability to fuse assessments for learning, assessments of learning, and assessments as learning through the learning paths and learning clubs that encourage collaborative and group learning. Our mission is to democratize quality educational content and provide personalized platforms for schools, making sure that every learning journey will become unique with a frictionless user experience. We are trusted by more than 146 million users in more than 40 countries around the world. More than 6,000 institutions already have their own unlimited learning ecosystem. What about you?
With the new normal, the digital transformation process has accelerated and is challenging the educational system. Families more than ever need the online learning process to be easy and exciting, available to them 24/7, and need instant access to thousands of digital content resources. Welcome to your new partner that is not only helping schools support families better, but creating new opportunities to make learning even more collaborative and personalized. Introducing your school's own unlimited learning ecosystem, powered by Odilo. We are the world's first organization that integrates seamlessly with technology, AI, content from thousands of the best providers, and intelligent learning services so that each school can promote a culture of unlimited learning possibilities and collaboration the way you want it. Imagine having your own unlimited learning ecosystem with your own branding that personalizes content for each user, that enables families to share access at home, that brings the class together online to learn different things in a structured and an interactive way. On top of this, as it's fully customized, your schools can be specifically promoting the values and learning initiatives that are most important to you. Exciting, right? We think so. We have even proven to increase reading habits by 5 and reduce the barriers to learning with the benefit of both online, offline access as well as inclusive features so no one is left behind. So, what is in your own unlimited learning ecosystem? Your own branding, a personalized experience, access to the best multimedia content from over 3 million titles and also your own, interactive reading and writing clubs, learning intelligence, first-class support from a learning coach and a team. We also have worked hard to empower both teachers and families. Both will have access to not only the content, but lots of learning intelligence to provide more support for their students. And unlike others, we are truly multimedia. Ebooks, videos, audiobooks, courses, podcasts, and we have access to over 3 million multimedia titles from over 5,000 of the world's best providers. This way, we can ensure we support learners of all abilities and preferences. And thanks to our flexible loan models, families can have unlimited access to great content. Today, more than 140 million users in almost 50 countries around the world trust Odilo and have been able to make a difference. Be ahead of the curve and amplify your community's learning possibilities by building an unlimited learning ecosystem for your school today.
If you are interested and excited, can you please? Oh, there are a lot of hearts. Okay, so allow me to read the mechanics. Before the start of the program and during session breaks, the moderator or MC announces the schedule of selfie time and the availability of the CNGA 2021 virtual photo booth link will be posted in the Zoom chat box and Facebook live comment section. Takes a selfie with the MC or speaker on the computer screen, is asked to like and follow the official SAYUP NCR Facebook page with the link on your screen, and subscribe to SAYUP NCR official YouTube channel. The link is also on the screen, and uploads his or her picture on Facebook using the hashtags hashtag SayupNCR and hashtag CNGA2021. Upon verification of the delegates following and subscription to the official SAYUP NCR's FB page and YouTube channel, the Secretariat or CNGA 2021 Steering Committee endorses and reveals the name of one winner per day towards the end of the last learning session, posts the name of the winner in the official SAYUP NCR Facebook page, and communicates with the winner on how to claim the prize, 1,000 pesos worth of GCash. Excited? Hope so. Disclaimer: for all eligible entries must be school personnel and students of SAYUP NCR member schools. Must be in agreement that SAYUP NCR is authorized to handle the posting of pictures on any of the SAYUP NCR social media networks, and must be on a public account at the time that the entry is submitted for the contest. All right. So there is a question here about how do they get a selfie with the speaker or MC. So in the mechanics that was read a while ago, you can take a selfie with the speaker or MC on your screen. So you can do that. And on the chat box already, it's posted there. I mean, the virtual photo booth link. And to continue with our program, SAYUP NCR would like to thank the following: for our gold sponsors, okay, Diwa Learning System, Odilo, Vibal Group, Cliffs Publishing, and for the silver sponsors, we have Abiva Publishing House, Don Bosco Press, Phoenix Publishing House, Techno Kids, Rex Education, and the Inteligente Publishing Incorporated. We also have Siebes Publishing House, Vicarish Publication and Trading Incorporated, and Tech Factors Incorporated. For the bronze sponsors, we have Johnny and Hansel Publications, Dream Book Publications, and Excelandia IT Services. Thank you to all our sponsors. So this session aims to address the increasing pandemic-related anxiety, depression, fear, and suicidality, among others, to support the entire school community, including learners, teachers, school administrators, and families. The focus is on creating a positive school climate. As frontliners in the educational setting, all of us are called to take our significant role in fostering whole school well-being. May we acknowledge that we are indeed gifted to give. May we have the heart to share our gift so that others see their own gift to give and ensure to foster whole school well-being. A pleasant afternoon to each one of you. I am Miss Angeli Bautista, a senior guidance counselor at the University of Santo Tomas. To start, may I give the virtual floor to Miss Myrene P. Cleofe, a senior guidance counselor at the University of Santo Tomas, to lead us into prayer.
Let us pause for a while and remember that we are in God's loving presence. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. God, our loving Father, we come to you today asking for your guidance, wisdom, and support as we begin this learning session. We lift up to you our resource speaker and everyone here present. Help us engage in meaningful discussion and allow us to grow closer as a group. Fill us with your spirit and strengthen our commitment to the ministry you have entrusted to us. Constantly remind us that all we do here today, all the decisions that we make, and all that we accomplish is for the pursuit of truth, for your greater glory, and for the love of the academic community, especially the students whom you called us to serve. We make this prayer through Christ our Lord, who lives and reigns with you and the Holy Spirit, one God, forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you, Miss Myrene, for that wonderful prayer. This activity is not only conducted so that we learn exciting concepts about whole school well-being, but also to give us a venue to meet wonderful people, albeit virtually. May we call on Ms. Joy Maliapre, the guidance facilitator of Claret School and the Diocese of Cubao Point person for our meet and greet activity.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Ange. Good afternoon, everyone. Excited na po ba kayo? May matutunan tayo for this afternoon. So before that, we are going to have some energizer. And today, we're going to call it, Guess Your Psychologist. Let's just wait for the PowerPoint. We're going to show some clues that we are familiar when it comes to this specific psychologist. Okay, next slide, please. And kindly put your answer on our chat box. For first one, he is the founder of psychoanalysis, extremely controversial psychologist with an healthy obsession with sex. Kilala niyo po ba to? Ayan, ang dami nang sumasagot. Oh, may nagsabi, Daddy Freud. Next slide, please. Tama, it's Sigmund Freud. Diba? Sinasabi na sa kanya, nagmula halos lahat ng mga alam natin. Siya yung parang basic. Next slide, please. Ayan. Ito namang taong to, or psychologist, he's the behaviorist. He's known for operant conditioning. Ayan, ang daming nakakakilala sa kanya. Next slide, please. Tama. Siya ay si B.F. Skinner. Ayan. Next slide, please. Ayan. Ito namang taong to, kilala siya bilang humanist. Unconditional positive regard. Ayan. And client-centered therapy. Believe in self-efficacy and self-esteem. Ayan. Carl Rogers. Carl Rogers nga ba? Tama. Next slide, please. Ito naman, let's see, developmental psychology. Paborito ko to nung nasa undergrad. Sabi niya, develop the 4 stages of child development. Sensory motor, pre-operational, concrete operational, and formal operational. Tama ba? Is it John Piaget? Tama, it's Jean Piaget rather. Next slide, please. Yeah. Ito naman, he is a humanist, developed a hierarchy of needs with several levels. Sino kaya ito? Napakasikat nito. There's a lot of meme coming out na ang pinaka-important, one of the main important things daw ay Wi-Fi na sa panahon ngayon. Sino kaya? Tama ba na si Abraham Maslow? Tama. Ayan. Next slide, please. Ayan. Ito naman, development psychologists. Masikat to rin na ginagamit ng mga psychologists sa kanilang pag-aaral. Ayan. There are 8 stages na kanyang na-develop. Tama ba na si Eric Erikson? Tama, si Eric Erikson. Next slide, please. Yeah. Behaviorist naman siya. Ito yung sikat na mga meme naman na pag may nag-bell ang ring. Nag-ring ang bell, di ba? Merong aso na maglalaway. Sino kaya? Tama ba? Ivan Pavlov. Okay. Next. He's the social and cognitive psychologist. Famous for the Bobo doll experiment. I love applying his learning sa aking mga students, no? Na parang it's more on how you perceive the students, etc. Okay, tama ba, Albert Bandura? Tama. Ayan. Next slide, please. Ayan. Ito naman, siya ay Neo-Freudian. Ayan. Created the idea of the inferiority complex, yung mga sinong, mga panganay, middle child, di ba? Ang mga youngest. Ayan. Si Alfred Adler. Tama. Next slide, please. Yeah, siya naman ang developmental and cognitive psychologist known for the theory of multiple intelligence. I love this theory also kasi 'di ba, every one of us have strengths. Hindi lang talaga for academics, there are other things. Tama ba na si Gardner? Tama. Ayan. At diyan nagtatapos ang ating energizer. I hope na parang refresher siya sa atin at naalala natin yung mga napag-aralan natin last noong tayo mga estudyante pa. Okay? Back to you, Ma'am Angie.
Thank you, Miss Joy. Pang matalino ang energizer natin sa ngayon. Okay, sige. Thank you for that. Thank you to all our participants also for really cooperating, no, and sharing your smiles also. At this point, may we call on our chair, the chair of the Guidance and Counseling Committee, CEAP NCR, Dr. Lucila O. Banse, to give us a message. And after that, Dr. Banse will introduce our main speaker. Ma'am Banse?
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay. A pleasant good afternoon, my fellow Catholic educators, guidance counselors, administrators, teachers, librarians, student affairs personnel, and of course, recognizing your dual role or multiple roles as parents, students, and advocates. Emphasized by our beloved Cardinal Advincula in this morning's Mass, we are all gifts from God and we are all blessings for others. Let me echo the words of Observer, President of the CEAP National. She said, continue to inspire our students to keep going in these trying times. On a daily basis, during this time of pandemic, uncertainties and challenges, we are faced with a fast-paced world challenged by multiple personal, social, and emotional concerns. Aside from our fears of the virus and challenges in our economic conditions, it is no doubt that we have increasing number of children, adolescents, adults not exempted, who are experiencing mental health problems. For many students, their academic success is depressed by stressors of the world in which they live. Many students may walk through each day willing to learn, but when met by external and internal pressures, their motivation, their drive, their concentration are affected. The same as what adults like us also experience. Every time I enter my classroom, I have a sort of kumustahan with my students. Just simple question like, how are you today? And, I get a lot of feedback from them. My family members are COVID positive. My relative just died of COVID. And I had even a student a month ago. He said, Mom, please excuse me. I'm not feeling well today. And the next day, he was already intubated. The other night, one student said, Mom, I have a fever last night. And with these kinds of happenings, what most can we do? Inviting my other students to pray as a community for their classmate and even donating even a little amount to those who are afflicted. School counselors, together with the administrators, teachers, parents, are in the best position to identify and provide support to students with mental health needs. Let us remember we cannot fully fulfill our mission of helping others with their struggles if we will not contribute in making this world a better place. From the words of our keynote speaker, building community in the world of isolation. My dear Catholic educators, willing to come up with programs or interventions in our school, start with assessment of needs. We can make use of our Google survey. It can just be a simple mental health spot check or ranking their problems from problem with self, family, relationships, etc. Then, based on their needs identified, plan, develop, and implement program to address needs identified. Here, we can help each other. You need the speakers, connect with SEYAP, connect with us. And of course, it is also our obligation or responsibility to find out the efficacy of the program. Thus, we need to evaluate. Um, After this session, I will be inviting the Guidance and Counseling SEYAP Guidance and Counseling Committee coming from 171 schools to stay with us because we'll be discussing more about this. Now, because of the situation that we are in at present, our topic is indeed very relevant. Okay? The title is Fostering Whole School Wellness. And so for the details of this, we will give you our speaker for this afternoon. Our speaker is a psychology graduate, a licensed secondary teacher, a licensed guidance counselor, and a senior guidance counselor at UST, attended her graduate studies at the Philippine Normal University. She likewise is a licensed psychometrician and a life coach. She has authored various modules on personality development, leadership, team building, mental health, suicide prevention, intervention. Um, Wait. Oh, what happened? Ayan. Let me continue. She also has authored various modules on positive psychology, self-care, and mindfulness, both for the academe and workplace. She received a specialized training on suicide prevention, intervention at Singapore, cognitive behavior therapy, and life coaching. Her 25 years of work experience makes her bankable speaker and trainer. She is highly effective in incorporating theories, creativity, and psycho-spiritual approach in imparting impactful and lifelong learning. As advocate of mental health, she continues to develop modules with an end in view of inspiring and serving Filipino families, young and old. She is also one of the pioneers of the Silver Lining Project, a private organization of volunteers doing projects of hope, faith, and love. She is also a resident consultant of the Philippine Mental Health Association and Rex Publishing. As a mental health advocate, she works with Mind Strong, Natasha Goldborn Foundation, Hopeline, and CESWI as capacity building trainer. Recently, she has also received her certification as civil service trainer. Currently, she is the senior counselor in the Faculty of Civil Law and in the College of Science of UST. And more than anything else, she is a proud servant of the Feast Valle Verde and a happy wife and a mother of two boys. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Catholic educators, may I present to you Miss Lenny Gutierrez Gachana.
Thank you very much, Dr. Banse. Maraming salamat po. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Narito na naman po tayo magkakasama sa panahon na tayo ay kailangang mag-usap-usap at magpulong-pulong. And in the rest of the afternoon, I will be with you just the same para lang po tayong naguhuntahan katulad po ng mga nakaraan. Before I go any further, I would like to start sharing my screen now. Maulan po ba sa inyo? Kamusta po dyan? All right, I'll now be sharing my screen. Okay, all right. We have various ways of making finger hearts. Di po ba? Usong-uso po yan. We can actually do like this. Okay, pwede pong ganyan. Or pwede ka ring magganyan. Or pwede ka ring gumanon. Or pwede ka rin namang gumanyan lang. Okay, as we begin this conversation, ating mga chika-chika, no, na talagang dapat magaan lang. We travel light. Okay, may I request you to open po your video and let's do what we call this finger heart. Okay, nakikita ko na si sister. Sister, thank you. If you feel like doing like this, go ahead. Kung gusto mo like that. And we will be asking the technical team to take a video. You can choose. It's either you do like this, you do like that, or like this, or like that. So count of 3, lahat po tayo will make a pause. Magpa-pause po tayo sabay-sabay at tayo po ay matagal muna, freeze lang muna po ha kasi madami tayo no, ilang slides po tayo. So we'll just, I'll count 1, 2, 3. It's a way of greeting everyone. Let's spread love this afternoon. 1, 2, 3. Let's have a pause and freeze. I love it. Sige lang po. Sana may nagpipicture po sa atin. Okay. Let's continue doing the finger heart. Okay. And then please tell us if we are done with our photo opportunity. This is a chance for us. Okay. Thank you so much. Let's give each other a round of applause. Okay. You know, my dear fellow Catholic educators, sabi po nila, doing finger heart daw po is already a mainstream. Napakadali na daw po niyan. Okay? So, sabi ko naman, okay, napakadali pala nito. Okay, but there is something that we need to work on. The question is, parang forming a finger heart is too mainstream. Madali di ba? Madali. But do we have the heart to lend a hand? But do we have the heart to lend the hand? Okay, why? This is a question, and this afternoon, I am inviting you to have the heart to lend the hand. Bakit naman? Simply because we will be talking about something that is very relevant, very timely. We have received reports. We have heard stories, no? And these stories are pandemic-related anxiety, fear, and sadness, increasing not just among the learners from grade school, junior high school, senior high school, and also college. And we educators are not exempted from this. We have our stories of tears, of fear, of anxiety, even school administrators, teachers, and all the family members, including our family members, I should say. That is why the topic fostering whole school wellness is very timely and relevant. Magbalik tanaw po tayo. Saan po tayo magbabalik tanaw? Magbalik tanaw po tayo, mga kaibigan po namin dito sa NCR SEAP. Okay, school year 2019-2020, March. Tandang-tanda po namin yan, March. Sinuspend lang ni Yorme ang pasok dito sa Maynila, March 10. We were all excited. Yes, may bakasyon. least we know that was the last time we'll be stepping on to our office and to our university. Ano po ang nangyari sa inyo nung panahon na yan? Balik-tanaw po tayo, balik-tanaw po tayo. You can type in our chat box. Please use our chat box to type in what happened nung 2019, nung 2020, ng March, nung nagsimula po ang pandemic. Anong nangyari sa iyo bilang guro? Anong nangyari sa paaralan? Anong nangyari sa iyo bilang ina, anak, kapatid? Come on, let's type in sa chat box. Let's flood in our chat box with your responses. I will be reading them. Okay? Nag-worry daw sila. Okay. Anything else? Stress silently. Yeah. Okay. May masasabi po ba sa atin na yung una, we're very excited. We had a lot of time to do the cleaning and all. Pero nung patagal na parang, whew, parang this is something different. Never expected that the school year will not be closed formally. Yes, you decluttered things. You were afraid. Thank you so much for your responses. What else? Ano pa po yung ginawa natin? Parang it ended up, I thought it's not only for a week or two, but yes, diba? Ngayon, anxious, turn into cardiac problem. Yeah, natakot po. Natuto mas manalangin. Very true. Attend online masses and pray every day. Totoo po yan. And yes, happy a bit for the short break, but not the entire time. Okay, thank you for your responses. Discovered new set of skills. Ito yung mga silver linings. Okay, we had mixed emotions. Totoo yun, mixed emotions. And we never realized, kasi katatapos lang ito ng pagsabog ng Taal Volcano, right? And then after that, March dumating. So, ang nangyari, in the following months, we prepared, okay, for something that is new. And that is, no, for the coming of school year 2020 to 2021. So, the new normal education in the Philippines. Ito po yung binabanggit ni Ma'am Bansi kanina. Okay, at ating ang mga sponsors po natin are into that. So, we had online education, yung ibang tawag nila blended, distance learning, yung mga ganyan, e-learning, basta hindi tayo pumapasok, yun. May iba naman nagmo-modules, okay? So, what happened? We had online classes. It was unimaginable. We were not prepared for this. Okay. All of a sudden, a lot of people learned to make modules. Parang all of a sudden, now in a span of a finger, in a span of a very short period of time, nakagawa po na tayo ng solusyon to our problem. So we had the online classes and we still have that up to this time. So from the comfort of our homes, by the way, had turned into many, many places. Naging school, naging gym, naging business sites, naging office. So from a very organized, okay, yung parang, wow, I am in the comfort of my home. Ayan, no? Mommy turned to be your tutor. Okay? Kaya ang mga mami, nako, ang wish nila, no, sana magpasok ka na kasi ang hirap palang magturo. Ngayon, nare-realize nila na mahirap palang magturo. And parents are one of our stakeholders. From the comfort of our homes, na meron kang facility, you have the space, to dun sa mga dikit-dikit na tabi-tabi, nasa ibabaw lang ng papat, o kung saang parte ng bahay, basta kanya-kanya tayo. Are you familiar with this? Can you relate with this one? Meron din namang nag-iisa sa ibabaw ng bubong nila. Kahit nasaan ka pa, minsan nandun ka sa bukid, kayong dalawa, teacher will be coming to you, teacher will be there, tuloy ang turo. Okay? At ang mga guro ay hindi titigil hanggang mayroong signal. Can we relate to this one? Okay, we also migrated to different forms of delivery of the services. And I, for one, do not have the madaling process. Okay? So, ano po yung mga nangyari sa atin? Ito po yung nangyayari sa atin noong 2020 to 2021. And now, what was school year 2020 to 2021 look like to you, sa inyo po, sa inyong paaralan? How did it turn to be for the whole community? Could you please type in our chat box? Chaotic. Nakatawid naman kami, Len. Okay, could you please type in sa ating chat box? I want to know. We need to be interactive. We need to kamustahan in everything. This is part of our kamustahan. What was school year 2020-21 looked like? Ano po nangyari sa panahong yan? Okay? Let's look into your responses sa ating chat box. I hope I can know people in the campus. We survived. Okay, clueless, kinaya, at okay, ang bibilis. Babalik ako ng konti. Okay, babalik po ako ng konti. Ayan. All right. Aha. All right. Okay. All right. Huh. Attend online. Okay. Have discovered new set of skills, mixed emotions. We affirmed ourselves. Kaya natin to. Adya. Kaya natin to. Ito yung mga responses nila. Became more prayerful, and then we don't know what to exactly to do. No, they don't know what to do exactly. They panicked, and they were affirmed at the same time. I have become more positive and more grateful. Wow, beautiful. We survived. Okay, and many things. Okay, the truth is we survived. Kinaya po natin. But we have to remember that yes, kinaya natin, but we cannot deny the fact that it got into us in a way, in different forms. Okay, I was able to find a research, a study about the impact of COVID-19 on families and educators. It's a research done by Partnership for Resilience titled Rebuilding for a New Normal, a study of the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on trauma responsive school. It was done September of 2020. Ano po yung mga naging findings nila? Ano ba daw yung impact ng COVID-19 sa mga pamilya? Emotional distress. Second, financial instability. Third, threats to basic needs. And lastly, influx of uncertainties. All right. So families and educators experience emotional distress, financial instability, threats to basic needs. And these fears are coming from no yung what lies ahead. Wala, there's no parang certainties. But now, despite of these things, we're able to navigate. We were able to move. But then there is something that we need to um, take hold on and take care of. And what is that? Ano po ang dapat nating pangalagaan? Okay? Sabi po dito sa research na to, kailangan po natin daw po na as schools and communities transition from reacting to the pandemic to proactively supporting students and families under the current circumstances, we need to consider something. And they have suggested SEL, social emotional learning. So we know that social emotional learning is something that has been there long before. Long before, as a matter of fact, I know St. Mary's Cubao, okay, is espousing SEL. Na-share po yan ni Sir Jeff sa akin. Okay? Sabi niya, ginagamit natin ito Ma'am Len. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so ano po ba yung, just a review, a quick review. Ito po yung mga competencies ng social and emotional learning. So self-management, self-awareness, self-management. I'll start with the self-awareness. Recognizing your emotions, the values, as well as one's strength and challenges. Okay, and then we do the self-management, managing your emotion. It's just that you're aware of it, you know how to manage it, and the behavior to achieve one's goal. You have to look to manage that. Responsible decision making, making ethical, constructive choices about personal and social behavior. And then we have the social awareness, showing understanding and empathy for others. This is very much needed when we talk about the whole school wellness. And of course, relationship skills, forming positive relationships, working in teams, dealing effectively with conflict. Okay.
Ay, nawala.
Right? Then we continue. Sabi po nila, in social and emotional learning, we learn to manage our emotions. We have so many things, no, there's so many things happening inside us and outside us, and we don't have much time to figure out what are this. Diba? Parang we just continue moving, we just continue living, no, we cannot pause, we cannot stop. But when we have SEL, we learn to acknowledge and manage our emotion. We achieve positive goals. We show empathy for other people and maintain positive relationship along the way and make responsible decisions. This is the beauty of SEL. So allow me to read this to you. Intertwining social and emotional learning and academics advances the ability of our students to adapt to change with the essential skills to effectively manage new challenges. Okay? Give me 30 seconds. Madali lang po. And I'm back. All right? So, kailangan daw po natin mag-intertwine yung emotional and yung ating social and emotional learning and the academics. Okay? And what do we get from that? Do sa research. Ano po yung sinasabi ng research? Aside from using SEL, what are their findings? Sabi po nila, sa research na yan, there are 3 positive actions that we can take in fostering whole school wellness. The first one is practice self-care as a community. Self-care is not new to all of us. We all know that. No, but practicing self-care as a community, how can we do that? Na nasayo po ay hindi magkakasama ngayon. Second is to focus on creating a positive emotional climate all the time. And third is to promote equity. Okay, I just want to tell everyone that the whole module would take 2 days to be completed, and we'll be finishing, not just going very, very quickly, yung mga important points. But if we want a detailed discussion on point by point, that would take us 2 days. Napaka-rich po kasi ng module na to. Let's start with the first one. Practice self-care as a community. How do we do that? Okay, let's start with this statement. A deep sense of love and belonging is an irreducible need of all people. Lahat tayo meron po niyang need to love and to belong. We are biologically, cognitively, physically, and spiritually wired to love. Kaya nag-start tayo with heart and to be loved and to belong. When those needs are not met, we don't function as we were meant to. We will break, we'll fall apart, we numb, we ache, we hurt others, and we get sick. This is something that we need to think about. So kung pala ang aking palang gustong gawin ay to promote self-care as a community, okay, what do I need to do? We need to remember that practicing self-care as a community starts with compassion. Nagsisimula po yan sa compassion. Compassion is a concern for the well-being of others. It includes both the awareness of others distressed, coupled, okay, with a desire to alleviate it. Okay, Sabi nga po dito, be the definition of compassion and show love and kindness towards everyone you meet. This is uh, easier said than done, isn't it? Mas madali po siyang sabihin kaysa sa gawin. Okay? So, this is something na pwede po nating pagsimulan as a springboard ng ating discussion. Okay? Compassion, self-care as a community starts with compassion. Okay. Allow me to share to you a video about compassion. Ay. Can you hear the video po well? Can you see the video?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay po, wait po. Okay, wait lang po. Ayan po, nakita niyo na po?
Not yet.
No, wait, sige po. Babalikan ko po yan in a while. Okay, so let's resume the discussion. Okay.
Here is the video.
Nakita niyo po yung video?
Yes, but it's not working yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's working.
All right, so let's continue.
No audio, Ma'am Lenny. Please
Oh, okay.
share the computer sound.
Okay, sige, balikan ko po ito maya-maya. All right, ipapause ko muna. Okay, we'll come back to that later. In the interest of time, we'll just have that video played in a while. Okay. Okay, I'll again share my screen. All right. Okay. So while I'm fixing that, let's continue muna po with our discussion. Okay, as I have said, compassion is a concern for the well-being of others. No, it includes both your awareness of others' distress coupled with a desire to alleviate po the stress. Okay, so when we talk about that, there is something that is innately, no, parang natural po sa atin to be compassionate. At wala po dito makakapagsabi sa atin na ayokong tumulong. Okay? So how do we show compassion? Ito po yung tinatawag buon po na compassion action step. Okay, paano ba tayo mag-acknowledge as a community? How can we show compassion? Okay, baka kasi yung compassion parang lip service. Okay, I hope it's not a lip service to most of us. Okay, it actually starts with noticing. Okay, you have to be present in the moment and able to recognize signs of distress. Kahit po tayo nasa online with our colleagues, fellow educators, with the librarians, the staff, the cashier, the fellow teachers, the administrators, we are innately given this gift not to know when a person is stressed or distressed. Okay, the second po is to be, okay, the second one is to be with the person, check kung ano po yung mga initial feelings niya. Siya ba ay nagagalit, siya ba ay nalulungkot, siya ba ay saan nanggagaling yon? Okay, and then number 3 is you suspend your appraisal. wag po tayo munang mag-judge. We listen for feelings and strengths. Ano ba yung weakness? Ano ba yung weak points na nararamdaman niya? Ano yung talking points niya that would speak about the strength of that person? Okay? So, in the process po, we're learning how to be compassionate. Paano po tayo talaga magre-respond? Okay? And then after the number 3, you cultivate empathy. Okay. Empathy is cognitive, affective, and then compassion empathy. Okay, you develop genuine concern based on your connection to what the person is feeling. Ano pa talaga yung nararamdaman niya? Maaring naiintindihan ko siya, nalulungkot siya o nalulungkot siya, pero hindi ko siya naiintindihan. Pwede pong ganon. But that is not really the meaning of empathy. Okay? And then number 5 po, we try to co-plan with the person to figure out what would be helpful to them. Okay, kaya nga po tayo nag-start ng heart, and then sabi ko, madali lang gumawa, but do you have the heart to extend the hand? That is what we call compassion empathy. You do something, you discern, you think with the person, you give option, and then the last step po is you take action. Be aware that intention alone, compassionate action. So be aware of that intention. So parang ano yung gagawin natin? Okay? So hindi po pwede kasing okay, I empathize pero wala akong ginagawa. Okay, that is not empathy in its genuine form and the purest definition. Okay, let's continue. So, if we are to do action, if we want to make compassion in action, we have to do the following. Ano po yung pwede natin gawin? Unang-una, we focus on the moment. What's manageable? Okay, tatanungin natin yung tao. We're helping, we're developing a whole school, no? Parang we want everyone to have this holistic and parang safe, no? Para tayo lahat okay. So you try to ask the person, what seems like the next best step for you to do? Okay, yung mga you focus on the moment. Ano yung yun? What feels doable right now? Yung mga ganyan. And how can I be helpful to you right now? And then you listen for and reconnect them to their strengths to open their minds to solutions. Pag ginawa nyo nun, I heard your frustrations and anger clearly. Pwede mong sinabihin ganon. I know you're aching. I know you're not feeling well, no? Kasi may mga kasama po tayo sa bahay na namatay, na nawalan ng kahanap buhay, at no amount of words, no po. We need really to be there, to extend. Okay? So you listen, okay? And then you try to reconnect to their strengths and to open their minds to solutions, most especially if they feel like they're hopeless and helpless. Open their minds. I know what what you've been through is not easy, but I admire your strength. Saan nanggaling yung strength mong yan? Acknowledge the strength. Okay, and then open for options. Now open the minds for solution. Then third is focus on the recent past, when the challenge was not a barrier for them. Ano yung nangyari nung wala pa yon? Kamusta sila? Okay? I noticed before you were able to do like this and like that. Okay, I don't, I know by heart that you can champion, you can get through, you can pull this over. Okay, and then make their battles won in the past be their reference, to succeed with this one. And then number 4, change perspectives. What do you see as the benefits of dealing with this challenge? Marami pong sabi nga natin kanina, marami tayong mga nagawa. Katinanong ko sa inyo, ano nangyari? Nung na-affirm tayo, we were be able to become creative. So we need also to, you ask them though, what do you see as the benefits of dealing with this challenge? What do you imagine you would do? You have to ask them. And then we have also, if you could operate with a clear head and light heart right now, what do you imagine would you be doing at this very moment? And then of course, you need to recognize when the person feels stuck. No, parang hindi siya makapag-decide. Hindi siya, parang paulit-ulit, parang wala siyang direction. And assist them to think about what it would take to become unstuck. Okay? Minsan parang yung pangangamusta lang, yung sinasabi ni Ma'am Bansi kanina, yung kamustahan sa klase would mean a lot. And then of course, change expectations. Changing expectations would be equivalent to changing attitudes. So pag ginawa po natin na um, things are not the same. Okay, meron tayong mga deliverables. Okay, meron po tayong mga times na hindi na ito yung output natin before. No, things have become a little more challenging. Ang trabaho hindi natatapos. Totoo po 'yon, hindi natatapos talaga. Parang lalo pang dumami yung ating trabaho. So we need to uh, change expectations to ourselves, to the people we work with. Kung ikaw ay boss, kung ikaw ay subordinates, yung mga kasamahan mo, sa estudyante mo, there would be change of expectations. And along with it, there would be change of attitude. Mutual po, mutual. Pag ginawa mo to, mararamdaman niya yung compassion through that way, and then babalik din po sa inyo. Now, every now and then, okay, we are always parang in a realm of education is a realm of full of organizational and professional changes, expectations and uncertainties that are often continuous, occurring at an ever increasing pace. Sometimes, ano pa nga ito parang ang bilis, hindi mo namamalayan, contradictory dun sa nating nakasanayan, and usually in response. Po, tayo po ay sumusunod ang educational system in response to economic, to social, and to political demands. Okay, hindi po tayo stand alone. We fit in, we are related. In our efforts to build resilience in our students, we are charged with the examination of our own capacity, personally and professionally, to model that which we strive to build. The question is, do we model resiliency? Do we model compassion? Okay, the extent po to which our organizational culture, yung kultura po ng inyong paaralan, kultura po ng inyong department, and the support system, okay, needs to be examined every now and then, most especially at this time of the pandemic. If we are talking of fostering a whole school system po at this time of pandemic. All right. An intentional focus on building teachers' resilience is both an individual and organizational responsibility and opportunity. Kaya po tinatawag po natin, sinasabi natin, whole school ito, whole school wellness to. May share ako, may share ka, may share tayo. Pag pinagsama-sama, we build a safe environment. And as every day, as we perform our task, nagwo-work from home ka, gumagawa ka, you perform your duty as a mom, as a daughter, as a spouse, a professional, a principal, or whatsoever. Okay, we are always subjected to what we call compassion fatigue. Educators' compassion fatigue. Napapagod din po ang ating puso. Okay? So, ano po yung compassion fatigue na sinasabi natin? This is a decrease in a person's capacity to empathize with those who are suffering. It has been nearly 2 years. Okay? A year and a half to be exact. At this time, sana po, wala pa ho tayong compassion fatigue. We will never, sana, reach the point that we feel tired. Okay, we feel tired of helping people, empathizing to those around us who are suffering. Okay, ano po ba yung cycle, yung compassion fatigue path na tinatawag po natin? Mag-start muna po siya sa zealot. We are committed, gustong-gusto mong involved and available all the time, ready to problem solve. Gustong-gusto mo yan. Okay? Na talagang nag-uumapaw ang pagturo. Ready to make a difference, no? Parang we willingly put extra hours, extra mile, enthusiasm overflowing. We volunteer, we are willing to go the extra mile and to often do so without prompting. I'll do that. Okay, zealot ka. Now, the next stage is irritability. Okay, we begin to see the imperfect nature of the system and the people around us. Naku, paulit-ulit na lang siya. Lela, nakakahalata na ata ako. Okay, then we started distancing ourselves from our students, from our co-workers, from the parents, and of course, our friends. Okay, begin to belittle our colleagues. No? Ang dami mo nang sinasabi sa ating mga colleagues. No? Nagbabawd mouth ka na. Excuse me for the term. Magbabouth mouth ka na sa ating mga nakikita, dami mo nang nirereklamo, no? We talk unfairly about the challenges and yung mga efforts na parang in-ignore na rin po natin. We oversights our and mistakes begin to occur. Marami na po tayong hindi napapansin at nagsisimula na po yung ano. So pag nararamdaman mo yan, oy, teka, parang may hindi na okay. The next po is the withdrawal. Okay, nagsimula ka nang nainis, okay, magwi-withdraw ka naman. Okay, we are unable to embrace already the complexity of the problem. So we lose our ability to see our students as individual rather than they become irritants. Nakakainis. Okay, hindi na sila individual. Nakita mo yung ka-office mo, hindi na siya individual, hindi na siya colleague, hindi na siya Catholic educator, irritant na siya. Okay? Simply because we're tired all the time. And this is something that is normal at this point in time of our lives. We are tired all the time. And we no longer wish to talk about work and may not even admit to do what we do. Okay, parang wala ka ng time to talk about that. We neglect our family, our co-workers, our students, and ourselves. Okay, to that point, parang I don't, parang you distance, no? You withdraw. And we may experience difficulty empathizing and feeling to numb to others' pain. Parang, okay, all right. Nawala, namatayan pala siya. Okay. That's sad. Okay, that's the point of you begin to withdraw. That stage is called withdrawal. Now we're working on the stage what we call zombie. Hay nako, our hopelessness turns to rage. We begin to hate people. We begin to hate circumstances. We begin to hate everything. We hate our co-workers if they dare to question us. Okay, either become incompetent or ignorant. You know, parang tingin mo sa kanila parang, ano ba yan? Yun lang ang gagawin niya, hindi pa niya magawa. Para namang hindi naman siya, parang they become incompetent and ignorant in your eyes. Okay, we work in a silo. We have no time for humor or fun. Deadma. Okay? Nagkakaroon ka rin din ng mga sleepless nights, yan. So parang yung sense of persecution mo ang taas-taas and you feel unwell. Okay, that's zombie stage. Now, it's either when you reach that point as a community, as an individual, sabi ko kanina, di po ba, it's an individual effort and a collective effort, a community effort. Now, if you reach that zombie point, you have now the chance to decide, will I be unwell? If I'll be unwell, okay, I'll be burnt out. I'll succumb burnout. I will be distressed. I'll be anxious. I will be depressed. Or I'll go the other way. That is renewal. Needing to renew. Needing to bounce back. And that is what we call compassion resilience. Okay? So kung meron tayong compassion fatigue, meron din naman po tayong tinatawag na compassion resilience. And as a community, we are called to have compassion resilience. So ano po ba yung tinatawag nating compassion resilience? Okay. For our teachers, ang compassion resilience po is defined no para sa ating mga educators using our energy productively to achieve school goals and meet students' needs in the face of the adversity. Student again and work again, iba pa rin. Okay? Now, there are two words, no, the compassion resilience. The first one is compassion, okay? And this is consciousness of others' distress, and then and the desire to alleviate it. So, and the resilience is ability to bounce back. So, teachers resilience, so yung ating resiliency po, mga mahal po naming kasamahan sa academia, sa Catholic education, is relatively recent area of investigation. Bago po ito, yung compassion resilience na tinatawag natin at yung resiliency po ng teachers. Pero po, hindi porket po tayo ay laging on the go, hindi po porket lagi po kayong hindi nagre-reklamo, ay kayo po ay laging resilient. May mga panahon din po tayong mahina at we need to acknowledge that. I want you to think, kailan ba ako naging hindi okay? Or I kept on denying na I'm okay and I can't be not okay. All right. So, how can you practice compassion resilience if you keep on denying that you're not tired, that you don't need resiliency? You just give in and give in, and one day you give you give your service, you give your understanding, na puro bigay na bigay, and then you just found one day yourself empty, para kang jar na wala nang laman. Okay, so ang sabi po dito sa ating mga guro, we have this ability dapat po to maintain physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Okay, using our energy productively while compassionately identifying and addressing, okay, the stressors that are barriers to learning ng ating mga estudyante. Okay, ito po yun. Yung sinasabi ko, para po sa atin, ito po ang definition ng compassion resiliency. We make use of our energy productively. Paano kung wala na akong energy? That's a question. And syempre, when you're tired, you take a rest. Okay, ability to maintain. How will you maintain if you keep on going and going? You can't run empty with an empty fuel. Okay, paano yung well-being mo naman? Okay, so second, we need to identify and address the barriers to caregivers, parents, colleagues being able to effectively partner on behalf of children. Dapat po ma-identify natin, ma-address natin, no, parang palabas pa rin. Okay, so you have to make it a point that we're not only taking care of ourselves as we foster whole school wellness, okay, we are also taking care of other people in the best way that we can, kahit po maliliit na pamamaraan. So the next thing is, ano pa yung gagawin natin? We also need to identify, preventing and minimize compassion fatigue within ourselves. Ito naman po yung pangatlo. Okay, identify mo, i-prevent mo, and minimize mo. What is your stress triggers? At this point in time, what is your stress triggers? Okay, na-identify mo. Do you do anything about it? Okay, remember that it would be a ripple effect. Okay, you're the one feeling it, and then your family members, your colleagues, and then your students. Okay, and the whole institution. Okay, so compassion resilience for us in the academe would be these three things. Okay, so I would like us to have this activity. Ang tawag po dito is heart commonalities practice to build compassion. It is adapted from the Zen Habits, a guide to cultivating compassion in your life. No, sabi po dito, we can begin with simply bringing someone to mind. My dear fellow educators, Catholic educators, I would like you to think of somebody. Just think of somebody po in your mind. Sige, let's think. Just pause and think for that, and think for of somebody. Then pag nakaisip na po kayo, ito na po yung gagawin natin. All right? With your attention geared to the person, to that other person, okay? I would like you to tell yourself, tayo po, sabihin po natin, just like me, this person is seeking happiness in his or in her life. Can we say that? Na naiisip ko tong taong to. Halimbawa, you're developing compassion fatigue for this person. Isipin mo yung taong to and say this to yourself. Just like me, this person is seeking happiness in his or her or in her life. Step 2, say also, just like me, this person is trying to avoid suffering in his or in her life. Parang ako rin. Number 3, just like me, this person has known sadness, loneliness, and despair. Let's repeat, just like me, this person has known sadness, loneliness, and despair. And number 4, just like me, this person is seeking to fill his or her needs. Just like me, this person is seeking to fill his or her needs. And lastly, just like me, this person is learning about life. Just like me, this person is learning about life. We are learning to live at this time of pandemic. Kung tayo pong mga adults have difficulty or have challenging times to cope and thrive, what more yung younger generation, what more our students. Each and every one of us has our stories to share. So pag nakakaisip ka, nakaka-feel ka po ng compassion fatigue towards a person, just say these 5 things to yourself. At the root of it all, we are all human beings that crave attention, recognition, and affection, and above all, happiness. We all just wanted to be happy. With your attention geared to that person, nade-develop na ang iyong compassion fatigue. Okay? Can you, madi-develop po uli na parang, okay, I regain my compassion to this person. Kasi katulad ko lang din siya, na ito lang din ang mga gusto niya. Okay? Let's say, for example, this can be a prayer for you and for that person. Pwede ring marami. Pwedeng department, pwedeng school. Okay? All right. So can we practice this heart commonalities practice to build compassion as a community? Okay. So ano pa po yung sabi natin kanina? The first step that they have identified kanina po sa ating discussion. Wait a minute, I want to know, how do you find okay po ba sa inyo ang heart commonality practice po natin, this exercise? Okay, can we do this? Can we practice this one? Could you please type in sa ating chat box kung okay po ba sa inyo tong ating heart exercise? No, it's something that we can work on. Wala pong masyadong i-entail, but it's just, no, extending. Kahit wala yung tao, just thinking about it. Thank you for heart naman po tayo dyan. Okay? And then we continue. Sabi po kanina, ano po yung unang na-discover nila? We practice self-care as a community. Now, how do we do that? We set boundaries on work hours to decompress. So actually po, ang ating pong yung tinatawag na, let's set boundaries sa work hours has become lip service. After 5, dapat after 5. Pero are we not responding to emails after office hours? Are we not doing that? Are we not working overnight? Are we not extending until 10? Anyway, nasa bahay lang naman ako eh. But if we want to practice self-care as a community, pag-usapan po natin yan. From, sana may pong mga administrators na nandito. Pag naman po after po ng office hours, it's our time for ourselves. Why? Because we are doing a lot of things all at the same time and at the same place. Lalo po na po yung may mga maliliit na anak o may mga inaalaga ang senior citizen o may inaalaga po mga PWD. So para po rin ma-build nila and ma-maintain nila yung mga routines nila at home. And also yung mga routines and mga responsibilities nila in the classroom to the best of their ability. We need to set boundaries and we need also to give ourselves permission to fail and forgive. Okay, sabi ko sa kahapon, hindi na ako mag-extend ng trabaho. Eto na naman ako, natapos ako. So we need to, forgive ourselves. Okay, I'll try again tomorrow. All right. But if we're going to set this as a rule, okay, as a community, then there would be no problem. Nahihirapan po tayo. Nagkaroon na po ba tayo ng mga survey sa ating paaralan? Kamusta na kaya sila? Okay, in juggling a lot of things all at the same time. Okay, ano pa ho pa yung pwede natin gawin? In the spirit of setting healthy boundaries, it's actually learning to say no. Okay, there would be times wherein you can extend compassion, you cannot extend help, then you need to refer to other people. You have to be honest. In as much as I want to attend to you now, but I'm not also feeling okay. Parang ganon. You set boundaries. Can you give me until tomorrow? Can we reset our schedule for tomorrow? Something like that. Okay, so we also set our boundaries in terms of many, many things, professional and personal. So are we good at that? If we want to develop um, a safe environment, okay, a well environment, a compassionate self-care community doing self-care as a community, then we need to learn how to set boundaries. Okay, ano pa po yung sinabi nilang pangalawa? Sabi nila, we need to do self-care strategies for pandemic use. And we know this pretty well. Marami na po tayong mga naging pagsasanay, marami na po tayong mga seminars na ginawa dito at tayo po ay handang-handa na. Kaya nga po tayo, we are coping and some of us have coped well and are thriving. Okay, ano po ba yung mga self-care strategies natin dito? Yung sinasabi po natin na you take care of your what you eat, you parang you limit your screen time. Meron po tayong kasing screen fatigue na tinatawag. Okay, you connect with people, you don't catastrophize. If looking at the Facebook and nakikita mo na namamatay ang maraming tao at ikaw ay nalulungkot, huwag ka munang tumingin. Okay, yung mga self-care strategies on top of the health protocols that we have to observe. Kailangan po tayong magkaroon ng intentional, parang i-schedule po natin yan isa-isa. I will not go into details of that because we are capable, we have delivered, bugbog na po tayo sa mga ganyan. But in the interest of time, we'll just continue. Okay? So, ano pa po yung pwedeng nagbo-work sa'yo as self-care strategy na pwede mo ring i-share sa iba? It's a good thing na meron po tayong mga nagbe-bake na ngayon, nagpa-plantito-plantita. It's a way of putting your mind off to your concerns. So parang nagre-reset ka. Stop, you reset, and you regain your strength. Okay? And then, the next one is to cope with uncertainty and worry. Let's say, for example, pag nag-worry ka naman, may mangyayari po ba sa mga hindi mo pa alam kung anong mangyayari? Wala naman eh. Diba? So ang dami mong what ifs, ang dami mong mga ini-entertain. You're worried about things that are not yet coming. Okay? Sana po tayo po ay matuto nang wag na ganon. Kasi mahirap po na ang dami po nating iniisip. Tignan niyo po kung yung iniisip ko ba, isulat mo. Okay? And cross out the things that are not within your control. And then check. Alin ba yung pwede mong you have an influence over. Okay? Yun po yung tinatawag ni Stephen Covey na circle of influence and circle of concern. Yung mga bagay po na hindi na wala tayong influence over, wag ho nating pakialaman. Kasi tayo po ay makukonsume lang, mamumroblema ng mamumroblema. And of course, we need to have brain breaks for self-regulation. Sabi po dito, we need to breathe, we need to move, and we need to, rest. How much time do we sleep? Okay, do we have time para sa sarili po natin? Nakakapag-breathing exercise po ba tayo? You know, when I had my COVID, it was a severe COVID. Breathing has become a luxury. I do breathing exercise regularly, pero I cannot even do half breath when I had COVID. Then I continue doing, sabi ko, Lord, this is a gift. Breath, air is a gift. And we all enjoy that breath. Okay, so we need to breathe, we need to take a rest, and we need to move. Okay, so before I continue, dahil po tayo ay move, okay, I will be asking my fellow facilitators, dito po either si Ma'am Mayreen, to play for us this video, and I will be requesting you to open your cam. Kasi po I'm having difficulty playing the video on my desktop. I will be asking a help from a friend, okay, to help me play that video. I would be requesting you also to open your cameras, okay? It would be parang, okay, break natin to, break natin. We'll take a short break. Anyway, we will, after that, all right. Ma'am Mayreen, can you please help me play the video po?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's open the video and let's
Stop
be
share
ready.
po, sandali, Ma'am Lenny.
I'm sorry, I got carried away naman po. Sorry, ma'am. I'll stop sharing. All right.
Thank you po.
All right. Ito
It's
po
okay,
ang ating, we take a break, no, sa ating pong discussion. All right. This is something that we have to do, that we can do as long as we can move. Let's enjoy the gift of life and the gift of strength. We will be dancing. All right. So I would be requesting everyone to please open your cam. Tapos po, let's try to see everyone doing this. Let's try to, let's make our body secrete happy hormones together and build a happy community. Are we ready? Okay, can we now play the video?
Yes po. Ready? Ito na po.
All right. Is a chair one fitness. Okay, this is something that we can do. Ayan na po.
All right. This was nice and fun.
Everyone.
We had fun putting it together. I have Nishi and Kiara with me. Let's go. Tap.
Okay.
Clap, clap. Open. Good. All right, we're going to keep the hands the same. We're going to take the feet. Take it out. 4. Good, good. Open. All right, we're going to have us change here. Rock. Good. Up, then down. Rock. Up, down. Shine. Good, nice and smooth. Rock it out. And up. We're going to start from the top. Good. Once again, we're going to change that leg motion to open and close. Open. Good, nice and strong. All right, we're gonna rock it out. Take it up and down. Rock. Good, shine. Rock it out. Up. We're gonna have a change here, roll it over. Good, roll Nice and easy.
Thank you, Lord.
We're gonna let it shine up and over. 4, 3. Back to the hook. Rock it out. And up and down. Good. Shine it out. Rock it out. Roll it over. Hup. Good. 2 more. Shine. Rock it out. Woo! Awesome. Hey, I am so excited to announce.
All right. This is something that we can do as a community. Now, we spread positivity. We are dynamites. Okay? We need to shine. Isn't it, Ma'am Irene? Yeah. Okay?
Yes, Tita Lenny, I can see their energy. Buhay na buhay. Talagang gifted to move. Thank you.
Opo. And salamat sa inyong lahat. Nakita ko po na to. Wow, talagang ang sarap gumalaw kasama kayo. Maraming salamat po. All right. Allow me to continue. We are very lucky that we can still move. We can still breathe. We are gifted. And since we are blessed, we have the obligation to bless other people. Just like dynamite, we need to shine. Okay? Allow people to see the brightness of life despite of this time of pandemic. I'll now continue sharing my screen. Naku, ang sarap naman ng pakiramdam natin nang tayo ay nag-exercise. Naparamdaman niyo po ba yung balakang natin, no? Okay, kahit medyo hindi delayed ang ating video, pero talagang ganoon, no? Napagtatagpi-tagpi. Okay. So we're now on here. Sabi ko kanina, we need to breathe, we need to move, and we take a rest. Okay, be sure. Katulad po, magsasabi lang po ako ng konti. Sa Lunes po at sa Martes, kami po ay may academic ease sa UST. Kami po ay be-breathe, mag-i-stop, at magpapahinga. Kami po, every now and then we have that academic ease. Kaya lang sabi ko, ba't 2 araw lang? Kulang pa sa paglalaba ko yun. Okay? So, but then, we can do that in fostering wholeness, okay, wellness sa ating community. Okay. Now, the second one is focusing on creating a positive emotional climate. Paano yun? Paano kung may mga negative people? How do we do that? There are 2 simple things that we have to do. The first one is to create charter. And second is to check in one on one another. Check in on one another. Okay, what do we mean by creating a charter? Okay, when community members understand the needs and the perspective of other people, we are creating a safe space. Kahit po talaga ang safe space po ay may iba talaga pong legal definition, but we are using it as something that we can be ourselves. Okay, so we create this space for everyone. Okay, parang nobody get to be judged. Kanina ka pa, hindi ka matututo, ang tagal-tagal mo tinuturuan, parang nobody get to be judged. Okay, we acknowledge and we help. Sabi nga, we're not here to criticize. At this time, we can't afford to criticize, but we're here to learn. And we're here to teach and to influence. We create charter. We create agreement. We create space where everyone can breathe. Na hirap ka na nga. Dapat ang ating community would be a safe space for everyone, would be a space wherein they would love to be in that place, kahit po virtually lang. When I'm talking to father, when I'm talking to sister, when I'm talking to you, to any of my colleagues, I feel good about it because that space na created by online has become a safe space for me and to the person I'm talking with. Next, check in one-on-one. Check in on one-on-one. Everyone can work together and thrive if we regularly ask each and every one of us, kamusta ka? Okay? Ano ba nangyayari sa'yo? baka hindi mo naman nalaman na nagka-COVID pala siya. Or hindi mo ba nalalaman na wala na pala siyang kinakain, yung konting savings niya. Okay? The other day, sana all, okay? Ang PNU, okay? Ang mga employees ng PNU, binigyan po ng tablet para sa kanilang um, work from home. Oh, 'di ba? Sana all. Okay, pero syempre alam naman po natin na hindi po maganda ang kalagayan ng finances ng mga private schools. Talagang ano rin po tayo, we're just making both ends meet because of the decrease of the enrollees. Now, despite of these things, we have this kamustahan dapat regularly per department, per subject areas. Now we can teach you how to do the kamustahan. The last time that we had this session, we had the kamustahan, isn't it? So we can help you work on the kamustahan modules. Paano ba ito? Okay? And then, another thing that we have to work on is to leverage community resources. Schools do not operate in isolation. Okay, so we need to, kamusta na ba tong area na to? Kamusta na ba yung family na to? Kamusta na ba, what help can we do? Surviving pa ba to? This is dying part. Let's say, if you're a big college, ilan ang enrollee dito? We need to leverage community resources and we need to help our school also. We are lucky. Yes, we're gifted with the gift of work. No? And we're very grateful for that. That's a gift. Hindi tayo nag-iisip na ano kaya iyahain namin. So we need to check in on one another every now and then, regularly. Make it a habit of yung mga kamustahan, yung a pat on the shoulder, a note, mga ganyan. It doesn't have, a person doesn't have to be in a bad condition para kamustahin natin. Kasi minsan, we need to listen to unspoken words, things that were not expressed, words that very difficult to utter. Okay, we need to work on those things. Kamusta ng anak mo? Namumroblema nga ako sa anak ko eh. Yung deadline natin kamusta na, wag ganoon. Kung personal, kung professional. Okay? So that ang end point po nito, everyone can work together and thrive. Hindi lang isa ang nagsasucceed, hindi lang isa ang nakaka-cope and thrive. Everyone, it's a community who will be thriving. Okay, the last one is promote equity. How do we promote equity? We need to ensure that adults, us, model empathy, compassion, and hope in our interaction with one another and with our students and other stakeholders, if I may say. Okay, dapat po tayo nagmo-model. So, ano ba yung tinatawag po nating equity? Equity is not the same as equal, no? Equity is giving what is due to certain person. Let's say, for example, this particular student needs more of your time and of more of your attention, then give more. Hindi pa rin pantay-pantay. Paano magpapantay-pantay? Isa bubong nga siya nag-i-internet. Wala nga siyang gadget. Parang unfair naman sa iba. No, things like that. So we need to work on equity. We need to promote equity. Parang we had this meeting na I heard this something na parang dapat meron ka pang ibang gadget, dapat meron ka pang ganito, dapat meron kang backup. Paano kung wala? Paano kung ito lang ang meron siya? That is something that we have to consider. Now, when we talk to one another, we have to be very compassionate. Dahan-dahan po tayo sa pagsasalita. Let's say, bakit ka nawala sa meeting? Bakit hindi mo na-submit ito? Kasi po nasira po yung laptop ko. Ganun ba? Wala ka bang backup? Ganun. Dapat may backup ka. Alam mo naman, dito bubuhay ang trabaho mo eh. That is not promoting equity. Okay? So we need to extend a little more to other people because they need it. And we need to model. Modeling is, if we want to develop the whole community, then we need to model. Then we need to examine and reflect on the curriculum and other school practices. First year of COVID, nung patapos na, okay, that is a different story. We had school year 2020 and 2021. That's another episode. Okay. Now we are 2022 to 2022 academic year, then what are the things that we need to look into as a school? We need to examine, baka kailangan ng ganito si department na ganito. Baka kailangan natin tutukan si ganitong department. Baka itong mga staff natin sa ganito, something like that. That is equity. And then, of course, revisit system in responding to the needs of special target groups. What are these special target groups that we are talking about? People, students who are at risk, okay, may mga mental health condition, okay, yung mga na-trigger. Minsan wala siya, tapos because of isolation for so many months and a year and a half already, parang nagkaroon siya, nakadevelop siya ng anxiety disorder, nagkaroon tayo ng domestic violence, okay, nagkaroon tayo ng mga teachers din natin, yung mental health nila, okay, so we need to respond in specific target groups. Let's not forget our administrators, of course. Our administrators do have their needs also. Kung paano patatakbuhin ng paaralan sa panahon ng pandemya. But we're trying, no, with God's help. Na sabi nga kanina, we're gifted. We are blessed. Okay? But in the spirit of promoting equity, we need to revisit. How do we respond to the needs of special target groups? Okay? Special target groups also yung mga employees natin na may sakit, nagkasakit, nawalan ng mahal sa buhay. Special target groups din po yan. Okay? Next, eto na po. We're gearing towards the end. This is something that I want you to do, my dear fellow Catholic educators. As I was saying a while ago, 2019, 2020, tapos na yan. 2020 and 2021, tapos na rin to. Okay? We're now here, 2021, school year 2022. History na yung dalawa. And we're looking into parang another year ng online tayo. What are we positive about? Sorry, ano ba naman 'to nag-type sa nagmamadali po ito. What are we positive about? Ito po yan. What are we positive about? Okay? Saan ka optimistic? Okay? What are the practices in place at this point in time in your school, in your department, in yourself, in your family? Okay? What are these things that would further promote whole school wellness? Okay? And then, what do we need to learn and unlearn? We are in progress. This is something na hindi tinuro sa atin sa postgrad, kahit doctorate ka, hindi tinuro sa iyo to noon. Wala ito. And we do not see how far things will be after the pandemic. We'll bridge pa rin. Do we have a plan to bridge the gap between the academics, the learnings na na-miss? We have to come to the realization na accept po natin talagang iba ang online. May gaps, no, in terms of learning. Pero do we have a plan? How do we bridge that gap? Okay? And where and how do we start is another question. Saan tayo magsisimula? Paano tayo magsisimula sa pagtugon, sa pagbuo ng isang paaralan na buo, healthy, at mapagmahal? We have to remember this. We never underestimate the difference each of us can make in the lives of other people. We need to step forward. We need to reach out and help. Reach out to someone that might need a lift. Maybe at this very moment, one or two of us, or many, is having difficult time and really trying his or her best, no, not to fall apart. We should not never underestimate the lift that we can give to the person, not only physically, but also psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually. Okay? And we have to always look things this way. Sabi ko nga po dito sa ating slide, even the smallest act of caring for another person is like a drop of water. It will make ripples throughout the entire pond. Kahit isa ka lang, it will have a ripple. And that ripple will be felt ng buong community natin. Our human compassion binds us the one to the other, not in pity or in patronizingly, but as human beings who have learned how to turn our common suffering into hope for the future. We remained hopeful. We remained faithful. And we see that there is beauty after this because we are together as a community and we have each other. Yung tinatawag po natin na self-care plus we care is us together. Us together. I take care of myself. You care for me. It's us together in love. Let's never get tired of loving. Let's never get tired of receiving love because love is what we are born with. So, with that, I would like to say maraming salamat sa inyong pakikinig. Sabi ko nga po, ito po ay is just a tip of the iceberg of a very long module, very interesting. Bago po tayo magtapos, nagsimula po tayo ng sa puso. Maaari ko po ba kayong hilingan na pusuan nyo naman po ang tao na gusto mong pusuan dyan sa ating screen. Sige nga po, magpaulan po tayo ng puso sa bawat isa. Let's try to spread love sa ating mga kasamahan dito. Magpusuan po natin ang ating mga kasamahan at sabihin po natin na we're together in this. Okay? And with that, I would like to thank everyone for being with me, listening with me, and sharing your afternoon with all of us. Thank you so much, and may the good Lord bless us and keep us safe always. Thank you po.
Wow! Can we give Ma'am Lenny a round of applause or can we just click the heart button to give that maulang ng puso na hapon? Ganon. Okay. Thank you very much, Ma'am Lenny, for that very warm and inspiring talk. That was also insightful and I was really, really touched. And we'll continue, of course, to reflect on the questions. Do I have the heart? Do I have the heart to lend a hand? How do I take good care of myself as well? And how do I promote equity? Ito yung mga tanong na napakagandang pag-isipan. And it's so good to hear these things from you, Ma'am Lenny. And to proceed with our program, let us give the virtual floor to Miss Archie Dasigan, the guidance associate or a guidance associate in the Our Lady of Lourdes Catholic School. Ma'am Archie.
Wala si Archie.
Ayan po, good afternoon.
Ayan, good
Ayan po.
afternoon. Ayan.
Okay, so for the evaluation po for this wonderful talk, a link will be posted in the screen for the QR code. And also the link po posted on the comment section. So you may scan this QR code or click directly the link so that it will lead you to the evaluation form. And this will serve po as your pass to have the certificate and qualify for our raffle. Okay, so the raffle will be generated po through the Wheel of Names. Later po after po natin mag-evaluate. Okay. Ayan
Thank
po.
you.
Thank you po, Ma'am Angie.
Thank you po, Miss Archie. Okay, sige. So, next slide, please, for our awarding of certificate. Next slide, please. Okay, so let me read the citation. Catholic Educational Association of the Philippines National Catholic Capital Region awards this Certificate of Appreciation and Gratitude to Professor Lucila R. Ortiz Banse, PhD, RGC, RSI, in grateful recognition of her invaluable contribution and service as resource speaker during the SEAP NCR 2021 General Assembly Learning Session 2 Guidance and Counseling Committee entitled Fostering Whole School Wellness, given this 16th day of September 2021, signed by Mr. Jose Ramil Javier, Chair, SEAP NCR 2021 General Assembly, and Father Nolan A. Ke, PhD, Regional Trustee, SEAP NCR. This certificate of appreciation and gratitude is also given to Miss Angeli Bautista, RGC MA. Next slide, please. With the same citation, of course. Miss Myrene Cleofe, RGC RSI, and our main speaker for this afternoon, Miss Lenny Gadiana, RGC RSI. Next slide, please. And so, before we end our session for this afternoon, may we also give this as pabaon. May we always have the heart for ourselves to be able to lend a hand to others. May we be consoled by His grace, that with His grace and by His grace, we remain compassionate to ourselves and others so that together, as a community, we bounce back. And so, may we call on again Miss Myrene Cleofe for the closing prayer.
Let us pause for a while and remember that we are in God's loving presence. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. The Spirit of God rests upon me. The Spirit of God consecrates me. The Spirit of God bids me go forth to proclaim God's peace and joy. The Spirit of God sends me forth, called to witness the kingdom of God among all nations, called to proclaim the good news of God to the poor, called to console the hearts overcome with great sorrow, called to comfort the poor who mourn and who weep, called to announce the grace of salvation to all, called to reveal the glory among all people. My spirit rejoices in God, my Savior. Amen.
All right. So, once again, thank you for joining us in our learning session, and that we wait, of course, for the raffle draw. May I request once again Miss Archie to facilitate the raffle.
Alright, thank you po, Miss Angie. Ayan, so let's just wait for the wheel of names. 2 minutes so po. We still have 2 minutes left. So for those participants po na hindi pa po nakakapag-register or nakakapag-evaluate, please evaluate na po so that you can qualify for our raffle. Po, we'll just wait for a while. So nagandahan po ba kayo sa talk po? ng ating pong speaker.
Yes.
Yes.
What is the price?
What is the price?
What's the price daw po? Secret daw po. Surprise.
Oh, surprise.
Surprise.
Okay. We can also read one comment here about the talk. Very beautiful itong comment na ito from, I'm not sure if he or she ito, but he or she said, an educator with a big heart melts down trials and difficulties. Wow, very beautiful indeed. Someone also said, feeling grateful here. Thank you so much. Okay. Can still look for some comments while waiting for the raffle. Okay.
Miss Angie, we're
Yes
gonna have
po.
5 winners daw po
Oh,
of
very good.
500 worth
Okay.
of GCash.
Take it away, Miss Archie.
Po. We're just waiting, ma'am, for the wheel of names, and then we're gonna start for the 5 winners.
What is the price?
500 worth of GCash daw siya, ma'am, Angie.
Wow.
big.
That's exciting. Bakit
Yes.
hindi tayo sumali? Opo.
Doc, kasali ba kami dito, Doc?
Kakaiba rin talaga yung ating seminar, no? Tayo umattend na, may pa-premyo pa, may pa-raffle pa.
Yes, ma'am.
Ito po ba yung maagang Paskuhan?
Ay. Medyo marami po siguro nag-evaluate. Generate po si Wheel of Names.
Please request all.
If ever po that there are participants na hindi pa po nakapag-scan ng QR code for the evaluation, meron din po tayong evaluation form with the link po dito po sa ating comment section. Okay. So this is for our certificate and our raffle qualification. Ayan po. Ayan. Po. Ano po, a minute or two pa po for the generation of Wheel of Names.
Okay, so while waiting, can we have a photo op? Or available na ang...
Raffle.
Okay. Okay, so it's available now.
Ayan. Sige po.
Wow.
Ayan na ang Wheel of Names. Okay.
Sister Christine Pinto.
Ayan po. Sige po. Let's spin that Wheel of Names.
Press.
First winner, we have Maria Lourdes Chu from St. Jude Catholic School.
Wow, congratulations.
Yes.
Lourdes, congratulations.
Congrats po. Next po.
Sister Kat.
Maria Catherine Guanyo from Xavier School, San Juan.
Yeah.
Already have 2. Third po is Miss
Wow!
Generoso from Immaculate Conception Academy.
Sorry, Sister Kat. Sorry.
Next is Miss Annalyn Leonor from Ina ng Buhay Catholic School. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I believe we're on to our last one po, no?
Last.
We have Sister Francia Rojas from Centennial Catholic School. Congratulations po.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to our winners po.
Thank you once again, Miss Archie. Congratulations to all winners. You are richer now by 500 pesos. Oh, but it's so good. It's so good to feel that we are so blessed this afternoon. Okay, we have learned a lot from the learning session, and then we gained another 500. Wow. Okay, sige. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon or today. I know or we know that you have attended the whole day, right? And thank you. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Hindi na tayo nag-meeting.
Okay. So, we're going to have a meeting na, ma'am. Is that it?
Are the people there? Did you give them instructions?
Hindi pa po, ma'am. But,
For them not to leave, especially those
maybe request everyone not to leave.
the senior counselors only.
Hello, ma'am. Yes po, may we request the same.
With Cleves Publishing Incorporated, we assure you as our partners to be there throughout the journey. We are with you in every step of the way. Technology is continuously evolving, and Cleves is riding with it. From print to digital, Cleves got you covered with the products that we offer. Spearheading Cleves products are the Clevelets, an e-learning portal for teachers only, and the Leveraging Education, Augmenting the Future, or LEAF, for student-teacher access. For teachers, administrators, and school owners, we have the Cleves Shares. It is perfect for you in maneuvering fast-paced demands of the education field as we collaborate in creating a balanced amalgam of theories, pedagogies, and practices inside and outside of the realm of the learning environments. Reimagine, reinforce, recognize, to make quality education through a variety of lectures, trainings, and webinars in aid of instruction, classroom management, and institution management. These offerings are perfect responses. In connection to Cleves Shares, to provide service beyond sales, Cleves also has the Cleves Cares for its partner mission schools in providing them with capacity building focused branding or rebranding the institution inside and out. It also practices reimagining various school scenarios and responses to the needs of the time, reinforcing school climate and culture through different webinars conducted among institution partners and in recognizing the value of each stakeholder in the success of value-laden instruction delivery. Another product of Cleves is the Cleves Assist. This offering features a 24/7 hotline for technical assistance in the use and maintenance of the Clevelets and LEAF. Almost everyone in the academe can benefit from this, from the teachers, admins, and school owners to the students and parents. Cleves Assists aims to provide an assistance response team to address immediate technical concerns while ensuring the users the full utilization of the Clevelets and LEAF. It also offers visits with partners to address offline concerns when needed. We ensure quality service delivered through this hotline assistance to our partners always. And lastly, Cleves Thinks. Together with the partners, we provide them with external consultations for present and future research agenda, accreditation certification, and imaging one. Cleves thinks that with a client in full swing, it is redirecting the winds within their institutions. Cleves Thinks is for teachers, administrators, school owners, students, parents, and even extended service communities and collaborative partner agencies. Through innovative designs, proactive responses, and reconfigured goals, established institutions are on the verge of the fourth going to the fifth industrial revolution. Strong definitive vision is what's needed in remaining relevant and competent in this world. And this is what Cleves is all about.